What are you doing there?
I don't know why I was lying down.
Well, I'm hungry.
Yeah, well, before we eat, I want to know what goes on in this petrified wasteland.
You couldn't have chosen Mexico?
What's Mexico?
I don't know, I just read it up there.
Oh, okay.
Do they even have movies here?
Hopefully. I'd like to get some facts, too, of this place. Maybe some of the festive.
Well, I think we should know what's going on here.
Let's do it!
Police service is looking for a budget hike.
Again, I'm a father. I want to make sure I'm safe.
The Edmonton Valley Zoo has begun their yearly tradition of Zoominescence.
We do lots of different events here throughout the year that are helping to bring different awareness to the zoo and educate.
The Nate Ooks and McEwen Griffins women's hockey team play their first ever outdoor game.
The experience, the feel you feel like you're out like an outdoor classic.
Hello and welcome to Second Edition News. The Edmonton Police Service is currently asking City Council to increase its overall budget.
The EPS is looking for approximately $70 million over the next 4 years. They say that money will contribute to employing almost 3,000 staff, as well as cannabis-related costs. The provincial government has already allotted $2 million through the Municipal Cannabis Transition Program, but EPS estimates say they will need closer to $7 million to cover costs. Although the changes will increase taxes in 2019 by 1.5%, some Edmontonians are okay with spending that money.
Again, I'm a father. I want to make sure I'm safe.
Funds would also go towards projects such as a firearms training facility and a new intelligence command center.
Occupational health and safety have recently cracked down on workplace attire. Businesses are no longer allowed to have a mandatory rule about wearing high heels in the workplace. The change will provide clarity and ban employers from requiring servers and bartenders to wearing high heels. Prolonged high heel use is associated with workplace slips or falls and can lead to painful foot conditions.
Ban is good, but for the girls who want to wear heels because of the confidence thing, it is great to be allowed to wear them, but there should be a ban because if girls don't want to, they don't want to, it hurts.
For safety reasons, the ban doesn't affect all, such as steel-toed footwear required on construction sites. The change takes effect January 1st, 2019.
28 years after the École Polytechnique massacre in Montreal, people countrywide are still remembering the tragic event. Nate held a memorial on Thursday, marking the tragedy that happened on December 6, 1989, when a gunman separated the men and the women, then shot 28 people and killed 14. Coffins were set up around the CAP building, one for each of the victims. The coffins each have a profile of a victim with a white rose. The stark and somber campaign is intended to showcase Nate's commitment to inclusiveness and safety for all.
We want to create a space that's comfortable for women, woman-identifying, and feminine folks to come here, learn, be successful, and to be able to study whatever they want.
Mark Lepine, the gunman, said he was fighting feminism during the attack. He took his own life moments after killing the women. The memorial at Nate marked the end of a 3-week campaign on campus focused on ending sexual violence.
You may be seeing a lot more clean faces around campus as Movember has come to a close.
Come on!
Nate staff and students celebrated as different programs took part to raise $7,000. Movember aims to bring awareness to men's health, whether it be physical or mental. This year in Canada alone, just over $16 million was raised through Movember.com. Although the event is for men's health, women are affected by Movember as well.
There's a lot of men in my life that I care about, and I want them to have the resources they need in case something like prostate cancer ever happened to them.
Over 20 countries worldwide participate, with over 300,000 people raising money.
With the weather temperatures dropping, the rise of the ice castles that fascinates hundreds of thousands has officially started to become noticeable. There are many variables in the making of the ice castles, with Mother Nature being the main one. Sculptors rely mainly on the weather as the water sprays round the clock, creating the spectacular castles we see every year. They begin production as early as October, with hopes the cold weather can have it ready for December.
It's someone that isn't from Canada or is like brand new to winter, has never seen snow, and they come down here and they have that huge awe moment and being like, wow, this is like actually built out of like nature and natural products.
The ice castles are going into their 4th year at Horilac Park with the hopes of being open and ready to explore at the end of December or early January. The castles have everything to check out, from ice slides to bridges to ice thrones.
The Edmonton Valley Zoo has begun its yearly tradition of Zoominescence, a light show designed by local artists to celebrate the season and bring a little light to these dark winter nights. The Zoominescence, held at the Edmonton Valley Zoo every winter, kicked off this weekend. It invites couples and families alike to enjoy the festivities on the grounds, from ice skating to hot chocolate and pictures with Santa Claus. These are just some of the exciting bonuses they have at the event. There are plenty of cafes and exhibits you can pop into when the cold starts nipping at your toes.
And then we do lots of different events here throughout the year that are helping to bring different awareness to the zoo and educate the public on what we do here at the zoo other than just have animals. We do a lot with these animals that people don't even know about.
Money raised from the event goes to support the animals and the zoo's expansion. The zoo is open all year round, but the festival will only be running on the weekends until the end of December. For more information, check out edmonton.ca and go to the attraction and events page.
Nate's women's hockey team made history this weekend.
The Ooks took their game outdoors, right, Tegan?
That's correct, guys. It was the last game before the winter break for the Ooks, and it was a snowy matchup. Talking about matchups, a local MMA fighter with a score to settle is itching in anticipation for his big fight. The Ooks traveled away from their nest to take part in the first ever outdoor ACAC hockey game against the McEwen Griffins. A large crowd gathered at the outdoor rink in Fallon, which is about an hour south of Edmonton, to watch the two teams battle it out in the elements. Prior to the game, the rink crew spent over 10 hours every day during the week shaping and maintaining the ice surface. But they couldn't keep the snow away, making it difficult for both teams to score until Ooks assistant captain Megan LeBlanc scored with 7.1 seconds left in double overtime.
The experience, the feel for, you feel like you're at like an outdoor classic, right? This is ACAC hockey. We're not in the NHL or anything like that, but I think this is something that not a lot of girls get to experience in their career. Definitely glad that I got to be one of those girls.
These teams won't meet again until the beginning of February, where they will be playing in a warmer venue. The Edmonton Oil Kings took on the Moose Jaw Warriors at Rogers Place as they look to end a 3-game losing skid. The Oil Kings, wearing green and black, came into the game with a home record of 6-4. They hope to improve upon that record as they played against the Warriors, whom have an away record of 6-2. Just halfway through the first period, the Oil Kings looked to capitalize on Warriors left winger Caden Taphorn's holding penalty, and they would as he scored in less than 10 seconds into the man advantage. Skipping ahead to the halfway point of the second frame, the Kings coughed up the puck in the offensive zone, allowing Warriors player Tristan Lang to lead an odd man rush. He takes a wrist shot that is saved, but the loose puck is buried by Braden Tracy, knotting the game up at 1. Later in the same period, similar looking 2-on-1 scenario with a similar ending as Moose Jaw slips it 5-hole, beating Dylan Miskew and making it a 2-1 affair. Despite the Kings having multiple scoring chances throughout the third period, the Warriors would net another goal and finish the game victorious as they took it to the tune of 3-1. The Oil Kings now sit at 14-10 on the season. After the game, Oil Kings defenseman Matthew Robertson would go on to say that in games, his team needs to play their style sooner rather than later.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he played good. Credits to him, but we just got to find a way to put the puck in the net. We made him look good. I mean, we had to put more pucks on net. And we took too long to start playing our game, and it showed in the game.
The Edmonton Police Service took to the pitch for a fitting tribute for one of its fallen officers. The Woodall Cup started in 2015 after Constable Daniel Woodall was killed in the line of duty. He was a huge soccer fan, and so it was fitting that a charity game was set up as a memorial to the officer. The 4th annual Woodall Cup expanded to a 3-game tournament this year. EPS took on teams from the Edmonton Scottish United Soccer Club. For many police officers, this tournament is about remembering Woodall's spirit.
It's that memory, right? We never forget. All of us, some of us worked with Dan, some of us are brand new on the job, but we'll always hear of it, of everyone who sacrificed for the job.
Donations raised from the event went to the Zebra Child Protection Services. An Edmonton fighter is putting all of his energy into training as he prepares to enter the octagon when MMA Unified 35 comes to Edmonton later this week. All eyes are on Canadian up-and-comer Michael Hay, who is preparing for the biggest fight of his career. He's been spending countless hours in the gym, mastering his footwork, grappling, wrestling, and everything in between so that he's ready when he takes on Jamie Sherraj for the MMA bantamweight title.
I expect it to be a technical battle, a really good fight. Both me and my opponent are no slouches. We're both serious in the game, so it's not like one of those fights where you show up and one guy's a killer and the other guy's there to be killed.
The title fight takes place on Friday at the River Cree Resort and Casino. If you wanted to go to the event, it's unfortunately sold out.
Wow, the women's outdoor hockey game seemed like it was a lot of fun. It really makes me happy that young women get to experience such cool events like that, especially in sports.
Yeah, totally. I hope that other teams, not just the women, but the men as well, get a chance to take part in the future.
I couldn't agree with you guys more. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any official news about there being another outdoor game coming soon.
That's been this week's look at Second Edition News.
This is our last show. Happy holidays and see you next year.
Well, I can honestly say I did not learn much from that newscast. Hey, Mark, where's Margie? Marge? Oh. Library. Alrighty, I'll go meet her there. Margie, what are you reading?
You know, our science is fiction to them. What dum-dums.
Science. What the hell do they know?
I know, I mean, they don't even have flying saucers and flying cars. Yes, I miss those. I want to go home.
Yeah, so do I. Well, eventually. So I don't know why you're reading that, considering we have those handy-dandy little brain things we have, right?
Oh, right. Do you want to know what I know?
What do you know? Whoa.
Did you know? Did you know that in the Matrix they couldn't hide the camera in the doorknob? So the camera still shows, but they tried to disguise it with a coat to match Morpheus' tie. Didn't actually work.
Only human.
Did you know that in the Spider-Man scene where he catches all the stuff in the tray, that wasn't CGI? The tray had a sticky substance so stuff wouldn't roll when falling, but Tobey Maguire had to catch them. It took 156 takes.
Wow, great reflexes.
Did you know that in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they had to train all the squirrels?
Squirrels!
They trained them for months to get them to sort out the nuts and the attack scene. The double had to wear a mask to protect her face from their sharp claws. Did you know that Jurassic Park's Dennis Nedry is a big fan of the Goonies? You can just see it right here.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here! See, nobody cares.
Well, that's all I have for you, Jordan. Jordan, wake up. I'm gonna go to Ernest.
Human literature. Where'd Margie go? Of course she leaves me behind. Wonder if she sent me a hall message. Oh, she did. Ernest, she says. She didn't mention something about that before I was knocked out. Let's go meet her there, I guess. Women and their food.
So, the UK has just instituted the toughest ban on ivory trade Europe has ever seen.
159. My ears are bleeding. Underwear required over 40 stitches to her face. Good afternoon, it's 2 o'clock. I'm Jenna Winterburn with your NR92 News Update.
You're listening to NR92.
Hello and welcome to Cooking with Ernest. I'm your host Jordan Clark. Along with me is Chef Reagan Peck. And Chef, I'm a pretty poor NAIT student looking for a delicious yet inexpensive meal.
Well, a perfect meal for that is potato pancakes.
Interesting.
So we have some grated potato here.
What kind of potato?
It is russet potatoes.
Russet, okay.
And we're just going to add some eggs that we have mixed with salt and pepper.
I'm assuming that's why it's brown.
That is why it's brown.
Okay.
And in this bowl we just have flour, green onions, and cheese.
What kind of cheese you got there?
That is white mozzarella cheese.
Could you use any other cheese besides mozzarella?
You can use whatever cheese you want, whatever cheese is your favorite.
I'm a big Havarti fan, so I'll probably choose Havarti.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
And the point of this is just to mix up, make it so it sticks together?
Yeah, we just want it so it can create a nice patty.
All right.
When you pat it together, and then you just want to throw it directly in your pan of hot oil.
Oh, wow.
So
nice little sizzle going on there.
Yeah, that's what you want.
And what is this little process called?
This is called searing. It is to help brown the potato, add some flavor, add some color, and to help everything stick together.
How long does that usually take about?
It takes a few minutes. It depends on how hot your oil is.
From looks of it, we got pretty hot oil. So.
Yes, that's what you want. You want to make sure it doesn't stick, otherwise you won't be able to flip it when the time comes.
So I see you got green onion in there. So I'm not really a big fan of green onion. Could you put any other, like green pepper? Could you put like olives in there if you wanted to?
You can put whatever ingredients you want in it. If you are feeling crazy, you can even make it a dessert dish and add chocolate, berries.
It's my kind of dish.
Whatever you want.
So I'm assuming that means you can also put like ham, bacon.
Oh yeah, whatever you feel like, whatever you want to do. It's a very versatile dish.
Could you put anything on top, like mustard, ketchup?
Yes, I like to put sriracha on top of mine.
Okay. Well, that looks delicious. For recipes like this and more, visit natenewswatch.ca and click on the second edition tab. I'm Jordan Clark, this is Chef Reagan Heck. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. That was delicious. Where'd Margie go, though? Oh, there she is. I'll just beam to her. Woo.
Where have you been?
I was at Ernest's.
What did you do there?
Made some pancakes. I think they're called pancakes.
What are pancakes?
Delicious, let me tell you.
Well, I can't still believe you chose this place.
Oh, what's he doing over there?
I'm hitchhiking.
What's hitchhiking?
It's getting a ride from a stranger.
That sounds super safe.
Very safe.
We should try that.
We should try that. Can you tell us more about it?
Oh, hi. You know what this reminds me of is the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It was originally a radio broadcast on the BBC, but Douglas Adams turned it into the sci-fi classic we know today. It's the story of Arthur Dent on his journey through space with his friend and alien, Ford Prefect. The story begins with Arthur desperately trying to save his home from being demolished. While the cranes and bulldozers wait impatiently for him to move, Ford wisps him away in the nick of time before Earth was destroyed by aliens. The story boasts poignant social, political, and philosophical commentaries on the search for truth, what it means to be human, and life.
Hello, ground.
Not only does it elicit feelings of insignificance and inspire what it means to be human, it also boasts an amazing cast, featuring Martin Freeman, Mos Def, Sam Rockwell, Zooey Deschanel, and the late Alan Rickman as the clinically depressed robot Marvin.
Hey, me,
Alone on a dead planet with a manically depressed robot.
You think you've got problems? What are you supposed to do if you are a manically depressed robot?
On their journey, they ponder the fundamental question of life, the universe, and everything. They warp through space and discover the true role of mice on Earth. I give Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy 5 exploding Earths out of 5.
Hitchhiker was weird.
He really was. Oh, a stick! I love sticks. Excuse me, sir, is this yours? Should we use it? Jordan, is this what they call a bike?
What is that?
I think it's the one with the cameras from the stuff with the sounds. The bike. Well, anyways. This earth is so cold.
Let me tell you, Marge, we've been here for approximately 5 hours and I've learned nothing.
This place sucks.
Wonder if he knows anything.
Let's
Excuse
talk
me,
to
sir.
strangers.
Do you know anything about this place?
I know some things.
Like what?
Like which videos are funny and which aren't.
Well, could you please show us, indulge us?
Come join me. I'll show you this video.
You guys made it in the nick of time. YouTube Rewind just released.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
It's a compilation of this year's greatest happenings and videos. It stars YouTube's highest rated personalities and movie stars.
We control Rewind this year. Y'all, we can do whatever we want.
And for once, it's actually a good video. Last year's was subpar, and the year before that, we don't even talk about that anymore.
Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you.
You can see stars like Will Smith, Casey Neistat, Sophia Nygaard, and Mason Ramsey. I would definitely suggest that you watch the entire video, and maybe even save it onto a playlist to watch it on your own time and watch it over and over again. Anyway, I'm getting kind of sore sitting here, so I'm gonna get up and go. See ya.
What?
That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And I lived for 150 years now.
Okay, we are leaving. Next time we come here, we're invading this place.
You know what? Let's go to Uranus.
Sounds like a plan. So we've seen what they call the news.
Mm-hmm.
I saw whatever the hell was in your brain.
Yeah.
Some good food.
Yes.
The weird hitchhiker guy.
I got the stick.
And the weirdo down there.
Oh yeah, that one.
How did I get off this planet? Oh hey, it's the hitchhiker.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, guys? I got my own cosmic ride now.
How would you like to go with us to Uranus?
A celestial voyage, of course I'm interested.
Let's do it then.
Yeah, let's do it. Whee! To Uranus!
Hop into my spaceship. I shall now engage the thrusters. Beep boop boop.